So the multiplayer for Call of Duty 4 Remastered has been confirmed. Honestly, this is good news because I really wasn't sure whether or not they were going to bring it back. I can't trust them to do anything correctly, but believe me, I am very happy about this. This is great news, but I am not blinded by my happiness. I know a lot of people are like, hey man, you shouldn't be negative about this whole situation. They brought back a game that we all wanted, but as I said in yesterday's video, they are still going to find a way to fuck this up, and you know what? It seems like they may have done just that. So if you don't know what's going on, I'll quickly run you through it. Basically, a new image was released of the pre-order, and on the image it says COD4 Remastered will come with campaign and 10 multiplayer maps. So multiplayer is confirmed with that information, but we have a problem here. Like I said, man, they're gonna fuck this up. So they're only bringing back 10 multiplayer maps from COD4. The problem with that is there are 20 maps in COD4. 16 that originally came with the game. There are 4 DLC maps: Creek, Kill House, Broadcast, and Chinatown. So I'm assuming we take those out of consideration right away. So that leaves us with 16 maps left. And out of these 16 maps, they had to pick 10. I don't know how they chose which 10 maps. I don't know who chose the maps. But basically, there is a chance here that we will be stuck without some of our favorite maps from COD4. So that's a big deal. This is not a minor issue. If they leave out a major map that people really like, that's a fucking problem, man. Let's say they bring back COD4 and there's no shipment in the game. Like, come on, man, that's not even the same game. That is a downgraded game. That is not acceptable. Now, I have to assume they aren't that stupid, and they will do their best to include the most popular maps. I don't know how they want to do that. Maybe they can look at the data that they have and see which maps were the most played and whatever, all that information there. They can see which maps people voted to skip the most and like avoid those maps. Whatever resources they have that they can use, hopefully they use them to pick these 10 maps. Whatever fucking system they have. I don't know how they did it, but if they just said, whatever, let's just pick 10 random maps and they just give us these 10 maps, it doesn't matter, that's a fucking problem. First of all, there is more than 10 good maps in COD 4. So either way we look at it, we're getting fucking robbed here. We're gonna be missing out on some map that you love. You're not gonna get it. That's basically what it is. Now, if we go a little bit deeper here, I think I figured it out. I think I figured out their thought process with this, okay? So the Legacy Edition, the one that comes with COD 4, will cost $90. On the actual image, I believe it said 110, but that's in Canadian dollars, so if you translate it, $90, okay? A regular game costs $60, right? Now, we're paying $30 extra than a regular game. So we're paying the price of half a game. So since we're only paying $30, we're paying the price of half a game. They're only giving us half a game. They're only giving us 10 out of the 20 original maps, right? It kind of makes sense when you think about it like that. I guess I can see why they did that. But let me just make this counterpoint, right? They already made this fucking game. They're just remastering it. It's much easier to remaster a game than it is to come up with a brand new game, right? I think we can all agree on that. Much less time, resources, money, everything used to remaster a game is just way less than making a brand new game. So if they are putting in less time, they are spending less money on the game, then why are we still paying the same price for the game? That doesn't add up. That's just not fair to us, the people that are buying their game. So I was just thinking about it. How hard is it to put a couple more maps in there? Like, if you're already gonna make 10 maps, like, why not just do all of them? It's really not that big of a deal. What is the problem here? But then it occurred to me, as I said in yesterday's video, they're gonna miss out on DLC sales from people playing COD 4 over the new game, because if they aren't playing the new game, they definitely aren't gonna buy the new game's DLC, right? They're gonna be playing COD 4. So, as a business, they have come up with an answer to this problem. They are gonna have COD 4 Remastered DLC. And I wouldn't care about that. If they wanted to include the actual DLC maps and remaster them and release it as a COD 4 Remastered DLC, I would not have a problem with that. Feel free to do that with Creek, Kill House, Broadcast, and Chinatown. Cool, that is fine. No one is gonna have a problem with that because those are actually DLC maps. But when you try to remove maps that are actually supposed to be in the game, you take them out and then you try charging us double for them by selling them as DLC. Like, we should already get them when we purchase the game. You can't remove them and then try to sell it to us later on as DLC when they should have come with the game in the first place. That is fucked up. That is seriously some shady shit right there. That is pretty fucked up. It's really the only explanation here. Why else would they leave out 6 original maps if they weren't planning on releasing them as DLC later on? I can't think of any technical reasons they couldn't do all the maps. Like, were some of the maps too difficult for them to remake? Like, that doesn't seem like it's a problem. I know they can remake all the maps. Did they run out of space or something? Like, was the file size just going to be too big? Microsoft and Sony wouldn't accept it? Like, come on, man. There is no reason they had to cut out half the maps. I legitimately can't think of a real reason, like a real excuse for them on why they could only do 10 maps. The only thing I can come up with is that they plan on selling them to us later on as DLC, so I don't know, man. Anyways, it's a great thing that they are remastering COD 4. People have been asking for this forever. Thank you. That is great that you are doing that, but as always, you found a way to fuck it up for us. Is it really that hard, Activision? Is it really that hard for you to do something correctly? I don't think you're stupid. You know exactly what the community wants, yet you just never do it. Like, you kind of do it. You're like, okay, we'll give them a little something, but you never do it completely to what people want, and I don't understand why it's so difficult. Always finding a way to fuck things up, man. I don't understand. Anyways, I'm done here. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'll probably have another video up with my top 10 best maps in COD 4, so we can kind of discuss which 10 maps they should bring back, because I think that would be a pretty cool video. So anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day, and peace out.
Like you victorious, I'm back on a Tuesday and fucking feels glorious. I'm on the backbeat, sipping in the backseat, listening to NSYNC, no, not Backstreet.